Hi, I'm Diane Macedo. Today on ABC News Live. First, we have breaking news out of Florida. A small airplane has crashed near Interstate 95 in Boca Raton. Police say the Cessna 310 had just taken off for Tallahassee when the crash happened. 3 people were on board right near the Boca Airport. ABC News transportation correspondent Sam Sweeney is tracking that story for us. Sam, what do we know so far?
Diane, this was a twin-engine Cessna plane, carries typically between 4 and 6 people. We are told that 3 people were on board, but we do not know their conditions. The plane had taken off earlier this morning from the Boca Raton Airport. It was headed to Tallahassee, but just after takeoff, there was some sort of issue with the plane. They tried to come back, and you can see that flight path there making a lot of circles. That indicates that there was some sort of control issue there. The pilot likely trying to stabilize the aircraft and get it back on the ground, but as we can see from those aerial images, they were unable to make it back to the Boca Raton Airport. That plane exploded into a fireball. And again, 3 people were on board. We do not know their conditions. I-95 in the area shut down. Those railroad tracks going right underneath that overpass of 95 there in Boca. Also, that surface street next to the tracks closed as well as investigators try to figure out what happened here.
So what are the next steps for investigators, or maybe even the first steps this early on?
Well, they're going to look at the air traffic control. What was the pilot telling the tower? We aren't able to listen to that on our normal feeds because the reception was poor, but they will go to that. They will see what they were being told. They're going to look at the wreckage. Unfortunately, on these small aircraft, there isn't typically any sort of a black box, but potentially there was a GoPro or some sort of camera rolling inside the plane that they're able to salvage. They'll try to collect all of that perishable evidence there on the scene before it is cleaned up.